Well, like it is every year at Christmas time, PlayStation puts out another list of movies and or seasonal titles that are being removed from your PlayStation Store. Yes, your hard-earned money was tossed over to Sony, and now they're saying, well, you only rented the thing, so it's no longer going to be in your library past the end of the year. Well, there's this thing going around on the internet, and once again, we've got to look into it. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe of the video. Every year, it seems, from PlayStation. I've covered this in the past. Legal update notice came out today. As of December 31st, 2023, due to our content licensing arrangement with content providers, you will no longer be able to watch any of your previously purchased Discovery content, and the content will be removed from your video library. We sincerely thank you for your continued support. Thank you, the PlayStation Store. So pretty much they've just said, bend over, we're taking it right out of you, and you no longer own this, even though you paid for the content, even though this is stuff you've said, I wish to give you money to own this content on my PlayStation. No, you do not own anything digital. This is why physical copies are relatable. Why you need to own physical. This is the number one reason why you need to do this. Now, what are they removing? Now, and everything I looked at are seasons of TV shows. So A Crime to Remember, there was Gold Rush in here, Sister Wives. So this is stuff that's probably not doing very well on the PlayStation Store to begin with. And I think you can find most of these ideas in other streaming platforms. So I think that's part of the reason why it's going and why they're removing it. But this would have been stuff on the PlayStation Store that you would have purchased. How many people purchased this in PlayStation? Probably not a lot. In all honesty, it's probably no one knowing. Like, when it comes down to the PlayStation Store, I don't see the PlayStation as the number one thing that I use for streaming services or content and just to own content. Par for the course that PlayStation is acting like Blockbuster of the past. You only rented it for the year. You don't own it past the end of the year. I'm not surprised. Like Deadliest Catch is another one. I believe you can just watch this elsewhere for free. There is nothing on this list that is going to make or break you. But for those that did shell out cash for this, it's a bad thing. This type of thing needs to stop. If you're shelling out cash for a digital release that is being forced to go digital at this point, everything that we own is being forced to go digital. So the control is going to be in these corporations like Sony. This is where governments and MPs, everyone needs to step up and say, no more. If you own this, you own it. You own a license of this. It's not a temporary license. You own it, and something needs to happen here at this point where you need to have access to these things. You need to hold on to them. But once again, physical media, they can't take that away from you. Maybe they stop making a DVD player. Maybe they stop making the VCRs. But as long as you have a physical copy of it, you'll find a way to be able to play it. This list goes on forever, but you can see there's nothing in there that's a movie. It's all seasons of certain shows. Now, when it comes to seasonal shows, they're expensive. They cost a lot. When you rent a season of a show, or in this case, you're paying probably $5. But when you own a season of a show, it's $20 to $40. That's Canadian value to own one season. I remember back when like The Simpsons came out on their DVDs, at one point we're buying them up. You know, I have a bunch of the old original Simpsons DVDs now, and it's stuff they'll never take away anymore. I can go back and watch when the show was good, unlike today. Today it's nowhere near what it used to be. There's a lot of things on here, but once again, it's all seasons. So I don't know if this is just to come back in line with things, and then they're going to come out with a subscription model for these types of things. Overall, I don't see anything too crazy on this. You're losing your physical media again. I can't stress it enough. buy physical where you can, and then you have a copy of it, and they're not taking that away from you. The money for these seasons that is just gone down the drain, and you're getting no compensation for this. None. It's literally you rented it like Blockbuster back in the day, and now it's time to return what you owned, and it's no longer yours. You don't own any of it. The 9/10 of the law is completely gone. Anyway, I've been your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow. I'm signing off here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.